Hey guys, I'm Justin with AmericanTrucks.com and welcome to our best of video for the rear bumper category, available for that 2009 to 2014 F-150. As always, our goal with these best of videos is to help you guys narrow down your choices a little bit more within the category by offering up 3 picks that we really like, along with factoring in some customer feedback as well to give you a good, better, and best option for your truck. But why go with an aftermarket bumper in the first place? Well, there's a few reasons that come to mind, but typically they involve looks, functionality, and protection, or maybe a combination of all 3. Now, I think it's safe to say that all of my picks in this video, including the Barricade, the Iron Cross, and that Honey Badger from ADD, will all offer a substantial upgrade in all 3 of those options I just talked about, but there will be some subtle differences between the brands when it boils down to construction, looks, and also price. So without further ado, what do you say we take a closer look at our first pick? Up first, we have the most popular option in the rear bumper category, and by a hefty margin, and that of course is the Barricade Extreme HD. Now, for those of you who might have seen my best of video for the front bumper category for the same year range, you'll remember the Barricade made the cut in the category as well for the reasons I picked the rear bumper here. It's built well, looks pretty darn good, and is extremely affordable at right around $600. Now, the Barricade is going to offer a pretty stout build consisting of 3mm thick steel plate, fully welded, and then finished in a durable 2-stage epoxy coating. But material aside, I think the Barricade will offer one of the most unique looks out of any rear bumper in the category, and that is this very angular, almost geometric design. Not only will it kick up the appearance a little bit, but they will be functional as well. For instance, these cutouts here will make a great spot for some rear-facing cube lights, while the cutouts on the end here will act as a step, helping you access your bed much easier. Aside from the added beef and functionality, the Barricade will also feature some pre-drilled holes for those backup sensors, along with some included plugs to cover them up if your truck isn't equipped. Quick little heads up here, guys. Some owners have mentioned the need to hog out these holes a little bit further in order to completely install the backup sensors, so just be prepared for that. However, for south of $600, the Barricade is packing plenty of bang for your buck and was the easiest choice I made on my list here today. Up next, we have the Iron Cross RS Series rear bumper for all 09 to 14 trucks. Now, in my opinion, guys, Iron Cross makes some of the burliest bumpers in the category from a sheer strength and material standpoint, and that does include the RS Series bumper we have here today. Case in point, the Iron Cross is packing the thickest material in our list, and that does include the 10-gauge steel plating, all CNC cut and fully welded both inside and out, making for an absolutely bomb-proof option for south of $1,000. Unlike the Barricade we just talked about, the Iron Cross does feature a more traditional or low-key design for owners who prefer the less is more look. Now, this bumper does feature a couple of D-ring mounts here to be used for recovery type situations, in addition to your CNC cut logos right here, finally all finished in a textured gloss or satin black powder coat, and by the way, made in the USA. Quick heads up here, guys, this thing does not come pre-drilled for those factory backup sensors, so equipped owners will need to handle that on their own. But altogether, you're looking at a rock-solid bumper for those who prefer that factory styling, and a great option that can be had for less than $1,000. Last but not least, we have one of the many rear bumper options from Addictive Desert Designs with their Honey Badger rear bumper for your 2009 to 14 F-150. Now, I can't say enough good things about ADD, as we've actually been fortunate enough to take a tour around their facilities and see firsthand how all these bumpers come together. Now, granted, their stuff isn't exactly cheap, but as a result, you're getting a very, very well-made bumper that fits great and offers some really cool functionality. And that really does sum up the Honey Badger here, but again, you're looking at one of 6 different options or rear bumpers from ADD that we currently offer on the site, and is arguably going to be one of the company's most popular. Construction, again, rock solid here, including the 3/16" industrial steel plate, fully welded both inside and out and finished in the black hammer coat And again, while the construction is nice, it's not really what stands out to me about the Honey Badger here on the table. Nope, it's all about the functionality here with the Honey Badger, and is what really stood out to me when checking this particular option out. You're looking at 2 lockable storage containers on the very end, which can be used for a number of different things, and is the only bumper in the category to offer this very cool feature. On top of that, ADD does give you some space for 2 rear-facing cube lights down below, which, by the way, are sold separately. Now, like the Iron Cross we just talked about, the Honey Badger here isn't crazy over the top in regards to appearance, yet still manages to squeeze in a bunch of those extras like the storage, the rear-facing cutouts, and finally some added traction up top here, making your life a little bit easier once trying to access the bed. Now, ADD also gives prospective buyers the option of grabbing this bumper either with or without those factory backup sensor cutouts, which is a nice thing to point out. The Honey Badger is going to be one of your more expensive options in the category at just south of $2,000, but I could argue it's one of the most versatile and well-made options in the category as well. Now keep in mind, most of the bumpers in the category, including the 3 in this video, will be a straight-up bolt-on job that really won't test you too much in the garage or driveway, minus that heavy weight. So just make sure you have a buddy ready to help you lift this thing into place. You will, however, have to transfer over your trailer electronics along with the backup sensors if equipped, but for the most part, that really isn't too bad unless you have to drill, which is the case for that Iron Cross we talked about. Either way, let's go middle of the road, 2 out of 3 wrenches on the difficulty meter here, and maybe a couple of hours from start to finish to get everything wrapped up. All right, gang, that's going to wrap up our best of video for the rear bumper category, available again for that 2009 to 2014 F-150. We hope to help you narrow down your choices a little bit more within the category, but if not, feel free to check out the rest of our selection here at AT, as we have a number of different rear bumper options available for your truck. In the meantime, I'm Justin. Thanks for watching, and for all things F-150, keep it right here at AmericanTrucks.com.